And it's something that is gonna definitely bring the attention. Sponsoring zombies. We're gonna break this down into 5 different sections. The first one is that you gotta keep a little posture. You gotta keep when you come to people, when you come to them, okay, you got to show them who you are. You got to show them that you're in charge. You got to show them that you are the person who has the knowledge. You have the knowledge. You have the answers, and you have the posture. So it's very important that you have to have this number one point in sponsoring someone that might not be the one you want, but however, every sponsoring, every plan that you gave, remember, you're gonna put your heart up there. You're gonna give the best of yourself. But also, we're gonna learn how to identify different personalities and see if it really is worth it doing it or not. So we're gonna go on with this, and it's gonna be something very unique. Number two, scan your prospect temperaments and personalities. You gotta watch them. How do we know when someone is the right fit for your business based on their temperaments and personalities? Because you've been scanning this person. By scanning meaning you've been learning who they are, where they're from, where they work, what they like, what they don't like, what games they do like, what is that they don't like, and so on. So you might find out the type of temperaments they have with the personality. So this is very important when you're gonna give a plan. You see, but you keeping your posture as a leader, and you scanning your prospects and their personalities and the abilities and their thoughts and their negatives and everything. So you can make a balance of how you're gonna operate, how you're going to enter into their circle, into their life, and start working through it. I'll give you an example. Tony is a guy who has a job 8 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. I scanned that out. He told me about it. So now I know. And then the second thing is that I also know Tony is married. He got 3 kids. His wife doesn't work. She works, but nobody can tell she's working because she's home. Normally we say wife don't work. No, wife work more in their home sometimes than working in a job. We are clear with that. So for all the women that they might think that we misinterpreting what really work is, we appreciate everything they do at their homes. So I scan this person. I already know Tony. So what am I gonna go with Tony? I already scanned him and I said, well, Tony is a man who doesn't have enough money. He got 3 kids and he got dreams and he got goals in life that he wants to accomplish, but he doesn't have money. He doesn't make enough. So this is the part where I'm gonna enter it. We gotta work in their family we gotta orient the job into their family. We're gonna put their family as a target. We're gonna put their family as a goal, a dream. What are you gonna do with your family? How are you gonna accomplish this, and that? So this is just an example. That's number two. Is scan your prospect and temperaments and personalities. The third one is don't let it steal your energy. When we find someone that we're trying to give him the opportunity, and you see him that they start talking too much negativity, and they are trying to overpower your ability of talking and giving them the plan. Unless you see him when they're talking a lot, let him talk their heart, because you are scanning them anyway. So just by that, just showing respect, let them talk as much as they want. And if you find out that this talking they're doing is positive, but they just don't know the whole idea of, they don't understand what network marketing is all about, then it's okay. Then you just help them in there, let them talk more than what you talk, so you will get more information of who they are, what they like, and everything. And when you see people talking, one of the things that we learn when we don't want people to take our energy is when they're talking. And most of the people who tends to talk a lot is they have the heart of a leader. So a leader has to be capable of um, um, visualize another leader. He needs to identify, be able to have the capacity of identifying another leader in front of you. So don't let leaders go away because you couldn't understand their beliefs or you couldn't see the leadership on them. So it's very important on that. So, but don't never let anyone you given the plan take your energy away or steal your energy. Then be brief and direct. You don't want to stay on a call. You don't want to stay with giving the plan for more than 30 minutes. Sometimes, depending on what, basically, first of all, the first thing we should always do is when we're going to come down to someone to give them the plan, we have to identify all the surroundings. You see, we on the process of scanning this person, we know if it's married, it's a widow, it's a single person, it's being divorced, or just a single person. It depends on that. But if we know that this person is married, we always we need to do this with them together. Why is that? Because if Tony is married to Mary, and Mr. Tony says, yes, I want to listen to your plan, and I said, well, it'll take us half an hour, and then he comes to you and sits down in a coffee shop, and you give him the plan, and Mr. Tony says, oh, this is a beautiful concept. I'm gonna go on with this, and I'm gonna do it, Jimmy. What happens then is Mr. Tony goes home, and Mrs. Mary never heard the plan. Mrs. Mary never met Jimmy. Mrs. Mary doesn't really trust Jimmy because Mr. Tony never introduced him to her as a friend. So she got doubts and believes that her husband is doing something wrong. She gets on the negative side, and nothing happens. Then Mr. Tony the next morning called me and said, oh man, I talked to my wife. She don't want to do it. So the influence of the partner is powerful. We'll say it's 50 and 50. So always, first of all, use the scanning process so you know who you're going to give the plan to or how you're going to give him. If it's a single person, if it's a married person, you got to do according to their situation. So it's and then it will take you about half an hour. The less information you give them, the better it is. When you see a prospect that is very smart, we attend to give him more information than we usually give because this guy gets it, because this person is going to understand better. I'm going to give him more information. It's like what we gave when we said here in the U.S., and this is what we use the words, and we use my wife and me. We put on them the 220. 220 is the voltage of electricity. Usually in the United States, it's 110. When she says, Jimmy, you threw him the 220 voltage on them, you burn them out. So we got to keep it short, regardless of they are so smart that they could understand the whole concept in 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. Given the less information as possible, because they need to adjust to the system. They need to adjust on the process because there's so much to learn. So you can't push them and put the 220 on them because you will burn them out and they will never be able to survive out of that. So the first impact is you and the prospect. So remember to physically scan the person, and secondly, mentally. But never go beyond 30 minutes on giving a plan presentation because this is going to make them tired. They're going to lose focus on what you're teaching them. At the same time, if there's the environment is kind of difficult when you're in a coffee shop, too much stuff is going on, and you yourself, you might be losing focus in a minute because something got dropped or somebody called, some pen dropped on the floor. Anything will call your attention, and you might lose balance on what you're doing. You could be the number one, but this happens to everyone. It doesn't matter how good you are. What is important is how you're gonna do it. So number 4 is be brief and direct. So it's very important. And like I said, and I already gave you the number 5, which is give only enough information about the business. So you already know why. So these are the 5 topics and the 5 most important parts and getting on with someone that we might think is negative. When we talk about sponsoring somebody, we talk about sponsoring somebody who might look one way, but they are a different thing. So I'm gonna show you in this picture. So it's gonna look funny, but I want you to look at this. Look at these people in the crowd. They're jumping. They're probably on a concert. They might look so happy, and look at the guys, their faces. They cheering up for something. And then when you look at this other lady, she looks so beautiful. Look at her eyes, her clothes, her posture on the screen. an A to her, because she is somebody that who doesn't want to, sponsor some lady like her? She looks the right personality. The guys on the left, I would want to sponsor them all because they all look positive. And one of the most important things in network marketing and mentorship and leadership is attitude. And these people looks like they have the attitude. Look at their eyes on the lady. She has eyes of a winner. She has the eyes of someone who's really ready to take the word, ready to fight for their dreams and go on. But like I said at the beginning, some people might look like something, but they're really not, because you cheer them up, you give them, you inject them with the business, with all the positive that you have on you when you give them the plan and the experience they never had before by facing some professional like you. Then they feel excited, and then they look like this. But the reality is that they look like this. People who got fears inside of them. These people is not the same as the one on top. Look at the difference. They are the realities. A lot of them, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of them, the realities is that there's people who got fears. There are people who doesn't know really what they want in life. The people who's hungry for money but not willing to do much or rarely nothing. So this is people who comes to your life just to bring you the negativity of their problems and issues they've been having every day. Like this lady, look at the two ladies. The lady on the top right is the same lady as the one on the bottom. I'm not looking at the color. What I'm looking at is the insides, what they are inside. Okay, so that's what the reality are in some people. You see them one way and they are a different way. So we have to be very careful to do this, to scan these persons, look at the personalities, look who they really are. Because when you think somebody is the right fit for your business, you might be totally wrong. However, we put the effort, time, energy, commitment into showing them the way. However, possibly they're not the right ones for them. What the posture of a leader has to be, let's go on. There's others that we can work with. There's other people. There is so much people around the world that we can have, that we don't have to worry about them. They don't have to drain our energy away because this one person that she looks so beautiful to the business, so professional, so positive, good attitude. The reality is when they went home and they call you next morning, they said no to you because this, because that. Excuses. Excuses is the word that we never had to put between network marketing and yourself to your business. Excuses is not a word that you can use anytime. When you feel excuses, when you listen to excuses, you listen to people who's losing their dreams. Their dreams are draining away. They're low on dreams, so they got to recharge their dreams. What do they do with? How do we do that? The ability of reading books and listen to audios and stay with the mentors and leaders, so they can get injected with the business, okay, with the good feelings of the business, with the dynamics of the business, with the techniques of the business, and how to move on. The events that the company does, it helps the community to become one family. So stay focused on the community by staying on the events, by staying on the calls, staying with the audience and staying with the books. All this is going to bring you the results of become a leader, to bring the best of you, because we all have a leader inside of us. We just can't recognize it at the moment when we start a business that we never been in, because simply we were educated in another direction. Leadership you don't get teach leadership in any university around the world. This is something that is only unique in network marketing, and that's why we're becoming so powerful around now, because so many leaders around the world are helping their people to become leaders. The intentions and the focus of a leader is to bring other leaders aboard to the business. So you have to bring the right people. Never bring no zombies into it. Zombies gonna drain your energy. Slowly they're gonna melt out. People who brings the negativity, people who doesn't believe really in the business. They just want the money. Don't be focused on the money. Focus on yourself and the ability of learning and growing and personal development. This is so important to this business. To do that, so we have to keep the posture of a leader, okay? They seem to be in control or take control. Leaders, when you meet a leader or when a leader is bringing someone to the business plan, he's gonna be in control of the situation at all times. They aren't afraid to take a risk. Leaders they're not afraid to take a risk. The reason why we are here today, because one leader or two leaders or a few leaders in the world got together and decided to go to build a nation. Those are the leaders of the call. In the United States, they call them the fathers of the nation. So the fathers of the country. In the case of us, the number one is Mr. George Washington, who leads the leadership in the United States from the independence to today's life. He is all over. He is the second sign of leadership, the second sign of freedom. First one is the eagle. Second one is Mr. George Washington. Then we have that the leaders are willing to go first. Because they're not scared of anything, they will jump first to show the way. To show others, if they jump, they can jump. To show others if they're gonna make it, they can make it too. To show others that is why I'm the leader, because I'm not afraid. Leaders are not afraid of anything. Leaders are the one who take the conquer and run with it and run to the battles and win the battles because they weren't afraid to lose. Leaders are not afraid to lose. Leaders are not afraid to take the risk. Okay, the number 4. They have battle-scarred hands from life experience. This is a very difficult to sometimes to understand this, but basically what it means is that leaders know by experience why they're doing what they're doing. That's why, in my case, one of the leaders that I work very close with, I listen to them, I listen to her, it's because she had experience. No, don't worry about it. This happens before in this business. A year ago, 2 years ago, we had the same situation. Don't worry about it. Let's get on. Let's keep fighting and working. So the words of a leader is very important because they've been there. They went through it. They already fought the fight and won the fight. So listen to the leadership. Listen to the leaders in the company because they have experience based on failure. When leaders are saying something, it's because they already been there. So the failure is part of winning, and winning is part of failure. I said that before, and I'm gonna say this again. If you're not willing to lose anything, you never win anything. So that was number 4. Number 5 is they are still dreaming. Leaders are always dreaming when others is sitting for mediocrity. Others are sitting down saying, "Oh no, I'm not gonna run anymore because I'm not gonna make it anywhere." While you're doing that, there's others that are becoming blue diamonds today, which I congratulate everyone that is accomplishing their dreams and goals because the heart of leaders, they have the hearts of an eagle, they have the heart of a lion. So always keep dreaming, never let the negativity of others get to you. Then we have also the leaders, they have always the latest information of the business. That's why they're leaders, because when they ask him a question, they already know the answer. And not only the one answer, they give you 5 different answers because they are always informed. They're always searching. Who search always get what they want. Searchers, people who looks for the information, we always lead the companies. We always lead the nations. We always lead the world. Why? Because it's based on how much you know and what you're doing is what is going to get you where you want to get. Then we have, they appear to have a plan. Leaders, either if they're not ready, sometimes because we're human beings, we're not ready. But we're always going to show the posture of a leader is to be always ready. Even if you're not, you have to show, it's not that you lie because you're getting educated, but you always got to show the people that they can calm down and they can relax because they are in your hands and they are in good hands. And then they have an impeccable character and integrity. Integrity means that you can trust this person in your house, leave him in your house. You can trust him with the money you give him to hold him for you. You can trust in giving them your car. You can trust him by taking him to somewhere and you know they're always going to be there. So a leader never breaks his words. Leader never lies. Never. You can see their lives through a glass without have to go through third parties to find out who they really are, or go on the internet and find out they're not really what they say they are. So they hold a big vision. A leader always holds a big vision of the business. A leader is always in charge of everything because they have a vision. A leader is always telling you, this is my vision. My vision is to generate a team of 1 million people, and I'm going to work for it until I get it. How long is it going to take you? It doesn't matter. What it takes is the vision. The vision is like the vision we have on what we're doing today with different items. Then the vision is in 2 years or 3 years, we're going to get more than what we have today. The word of a leader is worth more than a contract. It's exactly what I meant before. Leader doesn't need a contract to give to others so they can trust them. My word is worth more than a contract. When I say that to someone, it's because I'm telling you, you can trust me. But you got to hold on to it. You got to hold yourself responsible for what you're saying to other people. Because what you say and do got to be on the same harmony with what is happening around you by the results. A leader is consistent with what he says and does. What the leader says and does has to match. Basically, that's what it is. What a leader says today has to match on what he's going to do tomorrow. Because if you say something and do something different, nobody's going to follow you. You're not a leader because you can be a leader just because you say something here and do something different tomorrow. You gotta be consistent between saying and doing. A leader is always innovating new ideas to help the organization. Innovating meaning is he's never going to stop thinking. Not because the system is ready, we run in a system. The systems are made by people thinking, innovating new items every day. Don't be the system, run. We have a system in place. That's okay. But we can help the system to be better. Bring your ideas to your leaders first. Never run alone. Never run without your leaders, or at least without knowing what you're doing. But to know what you need to do, you must have been with the leaders of the company on different seminaries or different training classes that you need to be so you can become a leader, so you know and have the information for your people. So always innovating is a great part of a leader so he can become better every day from what he is yesterday. That is the posture of a leader. All these items in place. Now we have two leaders. Martin Luther King, look at his face, look at his feast. He's not saying, I'm gonna fight with my hands today. He says, I'm fighting with my spirit. I'm fighting with every cell that is in me. I'm fighting with my life. And that's what he did. He fought for his dreams. And he says, I have a dream that one day a man, the white and the black, will be sitting, eating in the same table. And that happens. So, Mr. Martin Luther King is one of the biggest influential people that we have in the United States when we talk about civil rights. A man who fought for his dreams, and finally he was pretty much executed because his passion for it, but his legacy is today stands because a man with a dream will never be denied. A man with a dream will stand even if he dies in person, but his mentality, his beliefs, what he's done, will stay forever. Another big leader, Mr. Mandela. What a great leader around the world, and we have people that is like Martin Luther King, and Mr. Mandela, great leaders around the world. There is not much to say because they already done everything by doing it, by doing what they said they were gonna do. Big fights, they face big fights, not only with themselves, because you imagine these people had to have big fights inside of them to become what they were at the end. So leaders like them is what we need. People who crunch their feet and says, let's do it, and we're gonna do it together, and we're gonna fight for our dreams, and we're gonna fight until either we die in the process or we make it all the way through. So talking about this, there's 4 temperaments of the human being. I'm gonna run this quick because I don't want to run out of time. Right now it's I'm running out of time, so I'm just gonna run quick on this. There's 4 temperaments in every human being, and if you want to take pictures of what it's gonna do here, you can. If it's not, I can PDF this and then send it out so you can read over it. But there's 4 temperaments, and leaders need to understand that we all have inside. What type of temperaments we are, or who we are, and what we are. Okay. What it really talks about, and people, it's we have different temperaments, and this is based on some of us on the posture that we have, the attitude that we have, on the way we talk, and the way we act. So there is 4. The first one will be blood temperament. Blood temperament people's real nice people who is very optimist and now always seeking for the company of others. People who likes to share others. People who likes to say yes to most of everything. But at the end, the problems we have with them is that they are hard sometimes to take the right decisions. So when people is too bloody, means they are too friendly, and sometimes they take it so easy that they are associated, the element that's associated with it is the air. So it's easygoing people, easy spirit we call them. So these people, these are the kind of zombies in a way of saying, that can show you one face and then they turn around tomorrow and tell you something else. And when they are in your business, this is the people who says, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll be okay. Let's keep going. And tomorrow it'll be another day." And tomorrow comes, they say, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll do it tomorrow." So let's be careful with this type of people when we sponsoring someone. Then we have phlegmatic temperaments. These people, the phlegmatic temperament is expresses a propensity for the behavior of these people. The behavior of these people is totally different from the blood temperament. They tend to be somehow shy or avoid being the center of anything. They don't like to be the ones they call on the stage and to recognize them. They don't like to be the center of anything. And believe it or not, they are the ones who will help the leaders to be better backstage. They don't want to be the front. And they don't want to take the risk of not being capable of becoming a good leader. So the leadership to them is not it's not something they're looking for. However, they put their best, but they don't want to be the center of anything. So that is them. Then the grateful temperature. This is the people who's choleric, people who will not take nothing from you. People like they will talk to you black and white. People who will talk their heart out, and they don't care who they're gonna hurt or not. They're just gonna say it as it is. There's no buts or whys. Here, these people who will never, they will never play you. They will be straightforward. This is the people who the elements is the fire, because they are fire. They are in charge. If they like things with some type of format, structure. Show me by numbers. Show me by system. Don't show me for what you're thinking, because I don't believe that. That's the kind of thing. Oh no, oh the company works this way. No, but show me who is the owner, who is this, who is that, and they ask so much questions. They are fired, but they are the people who will back you up, who will stand for you if you're good to them, if you're a good leader. So we gotta watch for these guys, but you gotta let them grow. When they grow, they're great leaders, and nobody can stop them. So it's great to have people like them. Choleric people, it's great to have them. Then we got the melancholic temperament. That's the last one we're gonna talk. And this people, their temperament, it's based on emotions. They're very sensitive. These people, if you talk too hard to them, you hurt them, and they kind of die away. So you got to know how to treat them. You need to be cheerful with them. You gotta engage with them and give them your heart, so they see your emotional part. They like him. They're very emotional. So this type of people, you need to know how to engage when you present them the plan, because the whole concept of what we're saying today is so you know how to engage with this. It's like that part of the engine that you need to engage with the engine so the engine can run. You are that part of the engine. They got everything they need, but you got to engage with them. So to do that, you need to learn the four temperaments of people, so you know who they are and how they works and what you expect from them or what you should do in any case. A leader understands the emotional awareness of his people. So this is me. I got this back in November 29, 2010. What I mean with this is that we need to know their abilities as on one side, and also on the other side, their negativities. The parts were not so much the negativity part, but their weakness. We all have weakness, and we all have on the other side, we have that side that we are capable of doing anything we want. Well, so those calls abilities. So when you learn the abilities and weakness of your prospects, you are on the way. So because you'll be able to communicate better, you'll be able to understand better everything from them. And then when you give them the plan, if you've been scanning your people, you'll be able to do much better and bring the best of them. And then you really will know, even before giving them the business plan, if they're gonna be a good fit for your business or not. Don't let them steal your energy away. Take an inventory of people in your life who give energy and who will drain. So the ones you're gonna take as the ones that give you energy for everything, they're positive, you're on your side. And then the ones who are gonna try to drain your energy, stay away from them. Identify them. Set clear boundaries. Meditate. Think when you're by yourself, how your organization is going. What are you gonna do to make it better? And walk away from the negativity. Always walk away from all the negativity, people's talking. Walk away from them. You're not gonna do nothing there. It's an empty hole. So got nothing to do. You're not part of that. You're not part of the negativity. So build an energy shield around you. So you always, the best way to build that shield around you, books, mentorship, leaders, and audios. When you stay shield in within this circle, books, audios, your leaders, and your business, you'll stay positive. So don't ever get out of that, because when you get out of that, you'll find the negative people around you that's got nothing, that will not help you much on anything. So identify your 5 best friends, because you will become your surroundings. So you need to find those good friends that you have, close friends, and stick with them. But remember, the people you associate with is the people you're going to become to. So if you are associated with good people, you become a good guy. But if you are associated with bad people, you're going to end up being a bad guy. A bad apple will never rotten nothing if it's by itself. But a bad apple, you put them with other apples in the same nest, it's going to rotten all the other apples. So you got to stay away from negativity and away from that one, because sometimes it's only one apple. We need only one person in your organization to be negative, to be bad, to have bad influences over your people, will try to or will destroy part of your organization. So be focused, keep your eyes open, because you got to be jealous of everything that goes around you, because they are yours. You got to protect them like a mother. You got to protect them like a father, and nurse them like a mother. So this is very important. Watch what you hear and talk. Don't listen just to anything. The radio, the music that we listen, reggaeton, salsa, I don't know, reggae or whatever music. Don't just listen to anything. Put in your ears what you need to put in, because we are in the process of developing ourselves into something better. Because what we hear is what we're gonna talk. When you listen to too much music, instead of you be listening to an audio of self-development, and you listen to some type of song, rock, reggae, whatever, it doesn't matter. When you talk that. What can you get? What can you give your people out of that? Nothing. So be careful what you listen, because you will repeat it in talking. Work more in your personal development than in your job. You have a job, 8 hours, 10 hours, 6 days a week, or whatever, salary, it doesn't matter. You already know what you're gonna do there. It's a repeatable situation every day in your life. However, you are fitting your job with your energy, with your age, with your strength every day. How about your business? You got to work more in your personal development. Learn about the human being. Learn about the principles of the business. Learn about leadership and mentorship. How to work with people's emotions. How to describe and how to identify the positive and negative in people. And everything has to do like that. Don't let nobody to be a bad influence on negativity around you. Do not be influenced by the negativity of others around you. I got nothing else to say about that. Identify your enemies in your business. And this is critical and very hard to say. Who are your enemies in your business? Number one, it could be anyone who doesn't believe in what you're saying. Those are your enemies in your business. It could be your mother. It could be your father. I love my brother. I love my mother. But in my business, they're my enemies. Enemies is nothing but people who's not on your side, who doesn't believe and laugh. What can you talk to me about? You're going to become rich? You're going to make $100,000 a month? Come on, man. You were born poor. What makes you think you're going to become rich like that? I don't believe on that. That's what a lot of people will say to you. So stay away from that people. It could be your mother. It could be your sister. It could be your brother. How are you going to fight them back? With your commitment to yourself commitment to the job, to your organization, and most likely people is gonna look at you when you get the results. They wanna turn around on you and gonna say, "Hey, you still doing that business?" They already know you. They already seen you drive a Mercedes Benz on the door, and they're gonna say, "Hey, you still doing that business?" No, that's when you have to show them the posture of a leader. Just go like this with words. I'm doing okay. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to you later. You want to hear about this? Call me next month. Then run. Because the ones that laugh on you, they could influence yourself and you could have got out of the business. But because your mind is stronger than anything and the fire that is in you for reaching your goals got you where you want to be at. So you got to recognize the ones that have been with you from day one to the end. Those are the ones you will become family with. Invest your energy in your education. Like I said before, I'm going to repeat this one more time quick. We have to educate ourselves. So with the energy that we have, all these calls, everything we do here is nothing more than helping others to be influential in a positive way, to tell you the education is the key in this business. There's nothing more out there than educating yourself into leadership and mentorship that is going to get you what you want. It doesn't matter what business you're going to run. What it matters is what the influence you're going to be able to, the capacity of influential you're going to have to help others. Show them the way and lead the way. By leading the way, you're going to show others what really is all the concept of network marketing. Be a dreamer. Always keep dreaming. Your dreams is what you're gonna what is built of everything around you. When you become a reader, when you become a listener, when you become someone that listens more than talk, you're gonna end up being a dreamer. When you realize really, when you understand what your dreams are all about, and you really wanna have the things that you don't have today, you have to be a dreamer. But you have to be a dreamer in a good way. You have to know what your dreams are and your goals in life and write them down and post them on the wall. You can see your dreams, your house, your cars, your family, your dreams, anything of your dreams that you want, and you fight towards it. You fight towards that. Where do we start building our realities? It's in our minds. We have to build our dreams and realities in our mind. Nothing was built out of nowhere. The house where we are today, it was not built just because we said we clicked fingers and then the house was there. Somebody must to dream about the house, must to dream about the blueprint of the house. So the house where we're sitting up today, somebody had it as a dream. So, and that dream is a reality to us. So dreaming is a big part of the business. Be brief and direct. Just tell people as quick as possible everything up to the business, and kind of give them the less information possible so that the things don't get complicated. And give only enough information about the business. Don't give them all the information based on the level of interest you see in your prospects, given the business information. Also based on body language. When you see somebody that is like this on that person, and you give them the plan, and their hands are crossed or their legs are crossed, one on top of the other, and they're looking like this, or they have a phone on their hand and they taking calls, stop. You ask them again, are you interested in listening to my business? Because it's a posture of a leader. I'm not here to waste my time. I want to know if you really want to listen to this business opportunity that I'm giving you, because I'm already in. I'm already making money. It's up to you. You wanna come with me and I'll teach you how to do it, or you can stay on your comfort zone and stay there as an employee. So this is serious. I'm showing you something serious. If you take it the way you're taking it, it's on you. It's not on me. But I want to know if you really want me to give you this opportunity or not, because I got 5 minutes to go. 5 more minutes and then I'll be gone. Oh, no. Okay. So they will change their ways. But this happens when you interact with someone that is new, when someone that you just met a half an hour ago or something, But the prospects that you've been working on and to give them the plan, you already scan them very well. So you most likely you're gonna have a good interacting situation with them. So, but this is very important. Okay. Be a good listener, be a good observer when you give in the plan. Let your prospect speak 70 more than, or let him speak the 75% of the time, and see their interest in the business. If you see him talking and when you see people that start questioning you and asking you questions and you see their interest into the business, it's time for them to tell you, okay, man, how you want to start this business? I got this opportunity. This is, you can come in with this, and with this. This is how you're gonna do it. And they'll tell you, okay, I'm gonna enter my business with this much money, or this is the part of the business that I like more, and this is where I wanna be. So, and do it. Don't talk to them no more. Don't burn them down. Not because some people, when they're given the plan, when they see that people are so interested in the business and they're ready to say, yes, I'm gonna sign up, people start talking even more. And then you brought them into your business, and now you're chasing them away because you putting them the 220 on them voltage, and you are killing them. So just give enough information, only enough information, because this business is not going to end up tomorrow, and it's so much to learn and so much time to take. So stay focused. Stay focused on everything I talked today. Stay focused in your self-development. Stay focused on the people you want to bring into the business. Stay away from the zombies. Zombies is people who's going to drain your energy away. People who's not going to be here consistently. They're going to be in and out. They're going to be like a flash, like a Christmas tree light that it goes on and off. We don't need that type of people. We need consistency, and we need people who really wants to run this market with you and be focused 100% on their dreams and goals in life. People, this has been my presentation for this afternoon. I want to thank you for listening to me. I hope this has been a help for everyone. And like I said, if you everyone part of this this copy of this material, I'll be happy to send it out to the leaders in the company, especially to Mrs. Bempe, our master here, and I want to thank her for the opportunity as well. So this is everything from me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Wow. Oh my God. Really, 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 really powerful. Oh, I thought I stopped this already. Oh.